Morning, people. It's 5:35. Just said 5:35 a.m. Thursday, July 21st. 5:36. 5:35. Physical movement for the people that come together. Physical movement. 5:36 is 6:35. Intuition, which is actually all metaphysical abilities. And then related to the people coming together, and then 5 is movement, like moving forward, physically moving forward. That's relative to physical movement. Philosophy, thought process, movement, that's related to the rune Awaz. That's more about understanding, which is number 2. Excuse me, y'all. Sometimes I almost chuckle. Come on up, Perk. Love you, buddy. About having been born Long Island, New York, and using a lot of Southern slang. It's nice. It's refreshing, to the point, quick. I love you, Herky, honey. You want to come in, lay down? Dad's got a brand new sheet for you right here. Yes, I do. I love you, honey. Good man. Yes, you are. Okay. Good boy, honey. Good boy. You don't want to use your bed? You want to? Okay. Herky started liking that doorway right in between. Sometimes he likes the bed. Sometimes he likes, I think, the colder carpet. Although I keep the house about 70, the AC units on about 72, 73 degrees. Okay. Let's get some update type information out of the way. Consults. I'm still being dragged out a little bit, getting out of here. I understand it. Everyone that's listened to me anytime at all knows 2 things. Number 1, I know I'm not supposed to still be here. I shouldn't still be here because it's wrong for everyone else, and that's what matters. And 2, I'm doing everything I can to get out of here. Excuse me. While finishing up everything I have to do before I can. Excuse me. But there wasn't enough time. So, in the meantime, my own energy outside is taking some of the more aggressive parts of me, and I see them, and I take it and I calm it down, and I store it. The idea is for me not to not be too aggressive when I get back home. I won't be, but the transition needs to be as smooth and easy as possible. They're all over me to hurry up and get some stuff done. They were getting at me this morning, making me mad to get up out of bed at 4:11. Exactly 4:11. Excuse me. And the 4:11, call sign on radios, police radios or whatever that stuff is. 411, that's information. What's your 411? I need 411. 11 also stands for male and female source spirit caretakers, and 4 is fortitude. I was telling myself, man, just get up, get going, hurry up, we got to get out of here, and that's all it is. So anyway, I know I'm stuck here for a while. Excuse me. It could be that I'm stuck, till near the end of August. I don't know. Okay. I'm doing everything I can to take care of certain things that have to be done before I go, and at the same time get junk out of the house to make it easier for Paul and Deanna, and find a way to give you some more information while I'm trying to take care of the animal issues over here, and etc. There's another sphere that I'm making. This one I literally showed myself from out of body. It's the emanation sphere, but it's got a different stone in it. And this other stone will, when it's mixed with this other stuff, is going to help you literally go on a shamanic journey. Okay? Now, if some of the people were right saying Jay's all about the money, then I wouldn't tell you that Turatella or something like that is the name of the stone. Is the name of the stone. It's one of those different kind of names. When that's added to these other stones, then it literally helps you go on a journey. I want to give you as much information as I can. Plus, when I take the spheres and put them together, folks, I put different energy in all of them, okay? A young lady named Harlequin and I used to run around a lot together in the early days with the Star Essenite. She's very sensitive. I wish she was using her abilities to sense stone energy more, but it's not the easiest thing to do. There's things on the other side trying to slow down this movement, this understanding, number two. And there's also on the other side a calm spot. With the vast majority of it is a calm spot waiting for things to happen. That huge Drak mothership that's in our solar system now, and it's slowly just coming closer and closer when it's time. They'll be here till after I go and hang around a while to get some other stuff done, and then to do whatever they feel they need to. They might stay, might go. It's time for there to be a certain presence here of order, and there's been none. You've had the problematic Anunnaki here on the planet running everything for just over 10 million years, and then you've had this wonderful galactic federation, their central intelligence agency, literally controlling all the abductions and stuff that happen to our people, animals, everything else. So they're like the butcher shop for human people. Isn't that nice? This is the beloved Federation. The gentleman that somewhat represented them, that came to my last event, September 26th to 28th, I think it was, 2015, last year. Came from another ship. I've talked about that a couple times. He's a nice guy, okay, but I'm real pissed about this Federation crap. So many people on the internet, they talk about, oh, they're coming, they're going to save us, and la 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 la. People get out of that. That's stupid. It's totally wrong. It's bullcrap. Get your mind out of the gutter. Quit waiting for happy la la to come around. Okay? There's no happy la la. It's reality. It's you and others out of a body on the other side. That's what there is. There's no magic. There's no God. There's no angels coming to make things wonderful. There's not universal energy. There's none of that crap, folks. It's time to get real. Damn. Listen to the shit some of you people say, man. Listen to that you hear other people saying. Most of the people following me, you understand. What I say makes sense, and as you continue to get stronger and stronger, hey, There you go. You start seeing more, start understanding more. I tell you enough truth, the pegs start fitting in the right holes. Round pegs in round holes, square peg in a square hole. That's what all this is about, folks. Everybody waking up and realizing, oh crap, look at all these people, look at all these beings. Some of them are energy, like the Fae. Holy mackerel, look at the other dimensions. That's us out of a body. That's how we live. When you see that, you can't, the conscious mind does not perceive invisible energy. It has to see it in its own way. Having said that, it actually is possible for your brain to understand that, but you have to be able to see all frequencies. Okay, but the main thing is you're going to have a way to see it. Period. That's the important thing. I try to watch everything I say to be as accurate and spot on as I can. I was just talking to a young lady named Deborah yesterday, and Deb's got a lily inside her. I'd already cranked her up, and I knew she was special, and when I was cranking on her, my heart was just, flowing so strong, and I could feel her sadness, and then I felt my own sadness. I couldn't understand it until yesterday when we had a ICU together. That's intensive crank up upgrade for those people that have already had it. She's part of Lily. The last life that she and I had together, like always, sometimes Lily and Arae need to have like a nice life. So we had a nice life for a while, and we had a son, and then all of a sudden, boom. I had to take off to go somewhere, died, and then our son grew up, got married, and then she was there left alone. And when she was getting older, that was done to her to keep the son away from us. Our son was a soul inside. Even when your source, when your source is so damn strong that you can push certain limits, but still, when you're in a body, folks, you're in a body. You're trapped. You're trapped. These things were made like this over trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of lives, not years, lives. That's how long these things have been being developed. The original first being, male and female, were smart folks. They knew what the hell they were doing. They wanted to keep you locked up inside a body so they could keep abusing you, and the only way out was to commit suicide, and then they'd make you afraid to do that. On the other side, they know as soon as Herky goes, I'm out of here. Am I going to just commit suicide? No. I'm not going to hurt myself, put a gun on my head or whatever. I can shut myself down easy. It's not by going, bam. Folks, my health is bad, okay? It takes so much medication to keep me going. I have other problems. I can very peacefully put myself down, okay? Physically, if I have to. I don't see it come to that. My energy, myself, what I am inside, flowing out all over the place, is really becoming alive more. It's time for me to go. That's why they're all over me, like jerking me up this morning. Hurry up, we gotta go. Y'all need to know who the hell you are inside. Y'all are incredible. You have no idea. You think you're something that has to run around, watch the, surf through the idiot net. That's funny. Through the internet. It's not an idiot net, folks. It's important we have the internet. But where that thought process came from is it can literally make you run around in circles as if you were someone who didn't have the capacity to move forward whatsoever, chasing your own tail. Let me tell you this. The internet does have information on it, but most of it is garbage. People have a little bit and then it falls away. But you spend all day hearing, looking, playing with it, getting information from other people who are not awake, that have one or two sentences that are true, and the rest of that book is just stuff they fabricate. Okay? They're all over the place. Some of the heavy hitters are like that. And some of them, all the wonderful heart and ability to see and everything else, they're not strong enough to see through the crap. They talk about stuff that's not true. So in that way they get used for misinformation. The moon was not dragged here as a satellite, okay? Duh. Sorry, man. Corey, I love you, buddy. You're awesome. Corey would never lie to you. Never. He's a being, not just a man, but a being of great honor, great compassion. He actually has love. His auras that he gives off is a nice, beautiful blue, deep blue, and red. Actual love. He's incredible. Love the guy, man. But that little thing he reads is a bullshit screen, okay? They feed him crap, and because it's new and scientific, you know, he wants to go that way, and all he wants to do is help. That's all he's trying to do. And with him and David Wilcock pulling him that way, come on, man, we need new material. Come on, man, what, you know, what's on the scanner? What's on there? What's on? Come on, it's time. You know, I'm like, man, I love you both, but that's enough crap. David Wilcock is so busy. Dave, I love you, man, but you're so busy just going nuts with everything everywhere, just trying to put on a show for yourself to get attention your way. That's sad, man. Come on. Self-glorification, man, is putrid. It's pukey. Say something and be done with it. David Wilcock used to talk about that he was talking about a Chinese experiment where they actually were measuring the photons in a room where they had some remote viewers that were going somewhere to see something, and the amount of photons, which is a way to measure energy, okay, in the air, to measure energy, the amount of photons increased when they kicked in the remote viewing. And then, so when he said that, cool, he's spreading good information. But then he had to take it a little bit further to turn it into something about his knowledge, what he knows. And look at me, I know this. Folks, sounds like I'm beating the hell out of him. I am not. I'm telling you the truth because you need to have the truth, not some glory trip someone's on. I don't care who they are. If it's me, I'd tell you the same damn thing. I don't care about the public eye. I'm not trying to be there. I am putting information out for everyone so that they can be led to it to get it. That's my gig. That's why I look like this. That's what this is, why this is like that. All the money I've made, do you think I can't put together a nice studio? Yes. Will I? No. That's not what it's about. So anyway, when David was talking about the photons measured, he goes, what if? And then go back and watch the video. I don't know where it is, but whatever. You'll find it if you look. He goes, what if, and there's a big projector screen. He's on stage somewhere. Excuse me, my coffee burps. And he said that a portal opens up in the mind. He's got it coming out where the pineal is. Excuse me. And so you see the picture of a human body, and out of the mind is like a vortex coming out. It goes to where they're looking, and it pulls photons in. And then he's like, and then the photons are all over the room. And I'm like, damn. So the first thing I did is put out a video about it. Folks, what he was, I know about this firsthand because it's part of my energy. It's called the field. Folks, I'm no better than mud. I don't want to be. Mud's cool. Look what you can grow in it. You can get food just to maintain yourself. Creation was made wrong, but it was made to function. Okay? It had to function. To put spirit in the body, abuse the hell out of them, and then get them out. Bigger, so that they could eventually take the two soulmates or spirit mates, put them together in their own universe, and let them release a third of their energy, and instead of having 100 million souls, you'd have 100 billion souls or 1 billion souls. So there'd be more souls running around to praise the original male and female first, the original first being male and female. That's why all this was happening, for their self-praise. Disgusting. Anyway, so I wrote back and I told them, you know, I put out a video. It's the only way I had to write back. I did everything I could to connect it to all over the place with, you know, Corey. I'm sorry, with David Wilcox. So get to him. I'm looking at Corey right now. Something's up. Anyway, never mind. With David, I told him that this is the job of the field. Okay, the female part of Source. That when you have a mother-father one-on-one, that's what 11 stands for. Male and female Source that are caretakers in charge. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. They wanted mother-father God. It's not. It's mother-father. It's male-female Source caretakers. Okay. And 111 is so cool because you have the male and female Source caretakers, and the other one is everything, the complete family in the middle. Everyone is one. Anyway, and 1111 is, you know, very powerful. Anyway, the numerology, that is. So anyway, I explained that when you make the intention to astral project, or remote view comes out of the scanner, okay, comes out right here, and then a pineal energy comes out to see right here. Pineal field goes from here to here, okay, but the actual part to see comes out of your forehead right there. So when you go to do that, what happens is that the field around you, it is intelligent, just like Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton say. There's an intelligent field of energy everywhere. Most true scientists are starting to understand this. Duh. You know, I'm sorry, they're not stupid. I say duh because, yeah, hello, how you doing? It's like the ocean. Fish swim through the ocean. It's a medium to move through. However, the fish use pressure and body movement to get through it. When you go to astral project somewhere, or you actually go to see multidimensionally, or to remote view, you build up your energy centers and you fire them up. When you do that, the field realizes what you're doing, and it literally starts building up energy, its own energy. It starts concentrating its own energy to help you go. How do you think you can astral project across the universe and come back in 10 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever? Depends on how strong you are. How the hell can you do that? You can't see the end. You can't even fathom the end of the universe. How the hell can you go back in there and just take less than 12 seconds? How can you do that? That's hard to imagine. But you do it all the time. Well, some of you, anyway. Usually that's kind of far for people to go. They don't want to go that far because they are attached to the body for what they're in. But still, the thing is, you can. The way it happens is when you build up the energy to go, the field builds up its energy and then literally takes you. So instead of a fish working, this actually puts you on a conveyor belt where it just takes you. You have to put it forth a little effort, but it takes you. And then as soon as you stop, it just stops. Okay? It's not the idea to push you. It allows you to do this. It's there to help. And you're getting more help doing that now than you ever have before. So, because it fires up, the field fires up right there, building up its own energy and concentrating it so you can take off. There's more photons in a room. Photon is a measurement of light. Light energy, it's energy. So he's turning it into this crazy, stupid thing, just trying to find some way to get some attention. David, man, shame on you. He's solar plexus. It's hard for him to see, hear, and feel things. I love him. He's awesome, but damn. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If I'm wrong, I tell you. I've done that. I was wrong once and then put out a video about it, and I got 7 thumbs down, which on my videos is a lot. Sooner or later, I'll attract some more aggressively and negative minded people. There's one guy, I don't want to say this, I'm going to have a consult with someone in just a little bit that was, and actually gave me a little bit of a hard time. But I understand why, and I'm going to help him understand it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be wasting my time with him. Folks, I know what I'm doing. You need to have information, the truth, before you can move forward. How can you take one step on a journey unless you know where the hell the road is? It's like walking across a stream. If you don't step on a rock sticking out, you're going down. It doesn't mean dying. You're going down in the water. You're gonna have some issues. You struggle, and then you have to get back on the rocks and try and figure out where you're going, folks. This is so easy, man. There were 3 things I had to do in this life. Okay? Number 1, I had to take care of all the crap on the other side that was abusing you. I've done that. And it's cost me dearly. Okay? Number 2, and I'm the only thing that could do it, and it's done. Number 2, I had to write these books to leave you the truth of what's going on. Number 3, I had to crank up as many of you as possible, and the ones I crank up, over 90% of you are the actual leaders for the truth, for the real reality. You know, what's real? Oh, there's God, there's Jesus, and there's no aliens because God wouldn't allow it, and the government said we must do this, and no, that's crap. That's bull. That's being taken away. Okay. This is how it all started. This is where you came from. Where'd the first being come from? What everyone's calling God? Where the hell did it come from? How did it happen? Until you find out, you don't know. This is on Kindle. Okay, it's on Kindle. $9.99 on Kindle. Amazon.com, Europe, all over the place. These books are. This is literally how everything was living together. Creation, you when you're out of body, everything else. There's so much information in these 2 books, and the money is not that crazy. Okay. You think about what you spend on a night out to go out and have some fun. This is nothing. And also, there's the rooms. For those of you that are waking up, I made these runes. This is the Elder Futhark, plus a whole lot more different symbols that I've personally, what I am inside, the real me, what I've laid down on different planets, different symbols meaning different things. This explains the different symbols. There's a beautiful picture that Deanna put together. That's in here. Okay, it explains all of what they are. And come on, let's go. There's some note pages in the back. This is my beautiful daughter, Deanna. Deanna is not my physical daughter. She's my spirit daughter inside. She came from Lily and Arae. Okay? I'm the primary focal point of Arae, like I've said too many damn times. Tired of saying it, but folks, there's a whole lot of new people coming. That's the only reason I do it. And I'm large, so I've been around a long time. That's why sometimes I mistakenly call myself Arae, because I'm only part of them, but I'm half of them. When I put myself together, I'm flying all over the place. I have a large moth in here who's older and tireder. There he is. Come on, buddy, just relax. Poor guy. He's getting tired. He's fighting to keep going. I see things all the time too, because I'm out there looking. I mean, I'm not looking for something. I'm seeing it all the time. The field is an extension of what I am outside of my body. Everyone has a filter right here. Okay? That keeps your emotions from flowing out into the rest of you, which is huge. You can't have emotions flying out around that. That's nuts, man. All the hell you're going through in the body. Original male and female, they couldn't let any love and compassion come out of you either, because that would make it easier for everyone. That would take away some of the abuse. It's all in the books, folks. So, consults. I'd already opened up the consults to July 28th. Right now, the 26th, 27th, and 28th of July is open. Then August 1st. I can't stand the thought of being here. I cannot stand it. The other side is trying to make things optimal before I come back. I'm not giving them that option. They're not in charge of me. I am. 26th, 27th, and 28th is open. The 1st is open. And then the 4th and 5th is open of August. They're wanting me to say that I'll be doing consults till August 28th, and I'm not going to tell you that. I have other plans. I shouldn't be here. I love everyone and everything like Lily does. But this crap's got to go. The other side, you have no idea what's going on over there. It's insane. My last life, I went on to, I had 2 fasts, starvation fasts. They pretty much killed me, okay? 2/3 of my organs were already dying. That's why I needed someone to hold me up. I couldn't walk on my own. I couldn't stand on my own anymore. But I didn't want to die yet. I was trying to do more for India. Tell me I can't make salt. British Empire. You know that most of the money that the British Empire is so tied into the extra money you pay in interest on your house and everything else. Oh yeah. They had the top Anunnaki royal family humanoid body used to be Lords of London, and then there was a 2 and 3 were a guy in California and a guy in New York. All 3 of them are dead. That's funny, huh? Their heads blew up. Animals being suffering so hard every day. These beautiful folks, prisoners here on this planet and others from other planets, just they're offered all kinds of money and gems and all kinds of crazy stuff. And this big corporation, it'll take care of the family, set them up in a new home, and then that's just to get the scientists, whatever's in there, to go to the Earth or another place, and then as soon as they get here to the Earth, they lock them up, and then they just dump the family. So it's insanity. But I'm done with this. Anyway, yeah, this is a little more aggressive, I guess, than most of my talks. Not my older talks, but the newer series with the new channel. It's important for all of you to see what's really going on. It's important for all of you to understand who you are and what you can do. It's important for everyone to keep going and keep moving forward. It's easier now than it's ever been, and it's about to get a whole lot easier. soon as I get out of here, your bodies are going to start changing. I don't mean physically becoming something super like angel-like or something, because someone out there will be thinking that. Almost no one that listens to me, but someone that just ran into me. This upgrade thing that I do for the people that have been cranked up, or I do the full ICU, intensive crank up is what it's called, 50-minute consultation with the free crank up. And but the full ICU, I actually open you up. And folks, you can't hardly, almost none of you can feel much of anything, except your head feels looser, your whole body feels lighter. It's like, what's going on? And what I'm doing now is I have you feel your energy before we start. And people are going like this, and I say, okay, I feel it right here. And then when I'm done, people are feeling it over here. It's like, wow. It's like, this is you having your own truth. This is not me putting stuff in your heads, okay? You said, well, Jay, you told me now. I said, look, you feel it for yourself, okay? If I'm poking you in a rib cage, you don't need to have someone prove to you that I'm poking you in a rib cage. When I'm in your head and you feel that, you have to think for a second, but you realize, okay, something just happened. That's why all your government agencies got so interested in me years ago. This man's going into people's heads and they feel it. When they knocked on my front door, that was funny as hell. They then followed me around everywhere. They didn't know what the hell to think. See, when it comes to the FBI, not NSA so much, but CIA, they're a bunch of schmucks. There's people going to be dropping like flies when I get out of here. Just boom. Heart attacks, brain aneurysms, just die, 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 die. There's a way to take out the scum. You stomp on it, then you wipe it up with a mop. It's gone forever. There's so many, and don't forget, there's so many wonderful people in these agencies that really think that they're doing everything they can to take care of people. And on one level, they do. It's the lower half. Sometimes the lower third, depends on who, what, when, and where. Guy from the CIA that came, from Homeland Security that came to my house. He and the FBI guy, they came together. They were pretty cool. The FBI guy was a little arrogant about the situation, but he didn't understand. He's not a bad person. I fought with him before, previous life. Actually, Spartacus. But he's a good person. He's a seer, and he's holding everything back. But this guy from Homeland Security, he's a real cool dude, and he couldn't understand. He looked at me confused, so I went in his head, and then all I could see is this manila folder that had orange on it, like an orange dot, a sticker, literally. And then it had a red sticker on top of that, and you could see the orange, like a crescent moon on the side of it, on the side and down a little bit. And I went from the concern to problem on the with the Homeland Security. Well, I am a problem for them, but not the way they would think. And when I was talking with these two gentlemen, this guy from Homeland Security, he was looking around. And I'm watching these folks. Folks, to become awake and aware, to become yourself, you have to use all yourself. Your physical, your metaphysical, everything, all of what you are. So anyway, and he's looking around and he's thinking in his head, and he's looking around and he goes, man, this guy's got nothing. He does stuff for nothing for people. Back then, I wasn't charging for anything. I was doing it all for free, and I was suffering. I wasn't able to eat right at all. Of course, we know it's not a problem now, but that's the way it was, because my animals always ate first, and then I did. So next thing you know, he's looking around, and then there was concern in his head, and what he was saying is, why is my boss telling me to be careful of this guy? This guy is not a problem. He's not threat material. I look at this guy, I look at him, and the way he sees it is intuition. They would never say metaphysical. Intuition is metaphysical. It's not physical. It's other than, which is metaphysical. He said, this guy is not. He's not a problem. And it's like he does what he can to help everything. He's not going to hurt anything. Then he was kind of concerned. It's like, okay, why? Where's the misinformation towards this gentleman? Why is this going on? He's actually trying to help us while we're here. He's got nothing to hide, apparently, because he's not hiding anything. And he left he said, told the FBI guy, I got enough. Ready to go? And the guy said, yeah. And the guy, I told them both some stuff about themselves. And the guy from the FBI, he was just, he kept saying, I've said this 100 times probably, but he kept saying, this guy's Fruit Loops. He's a carnival act. But how the hell did he know that? I should have told him about his ex-wife and her son that he adopted and everything, and he's a good stand-up man. That would have freaked him out. Then he probably would have gone nuts, spending more time trying to follow me or something, see what's going on, and all they keep finding out is the same thing. This guy helps. To those people who are not hurting others, I'm no more a problem than apple pie left out overnight, covered. I'm here to help, but I protect. That's my failsafe. And a lot of you coming to me, you know me, you know what I am inside. You feel that. Thank you. I try to do so much. Folks, creation was made wrong. It's not that there's nothing good about it, but it was made wrong, abusive, and it's just wrong. And it needs to be remade, and it's going to. But in the meantime, you need to know who the hell you are. You need to become stronger. Hey there, buddy. Everybody's wanting to see ships in space. Cool. I'd love to get a ride on it. That'll never happen. Folks, remember, like from the Star Trek series, that was a thought implant, by the way, from our friends and family in space. Remember how the ship used to run on what they were calling dilithium crystals? Folks, there's a lot of ships running out there on crystals. Okay, the basic part of a drive system. When you're really strong, that's metaphysical energy. When you're really strong metaphysically, that can be an issue. When I crank up at any moment, it's on the spur of the moment. When something on the other side starts giving me hell, I crank up, I kill it. If I feel the desire, I'll clean it and store it. But either way, I crank up a lot of energy. You can't have that on ships. They're keeping such a close eye on Paul and Burjou's calmer. But the Pauls had to fight more. So they're keeping an eye on him. They physically come in and out of his house all the time. They've physically been in Burjou's house. Folks, this is all happening for a reason. Because it's time. To ear. He's source. His energy is that of Lily and Arae. The Antids, man, they do everything so much. They do so much, everything they can to help us. And so did the Drock. The Drock finally came in here. They said you're staying away from Pops. Everything is. When I saw that mothership going around Jupiter, oh, and I just talked to Burju, I think it was about 2 days ago or something. And she brought up the ship, and she brought up, again later, but in Turkey, she can't just get internet and stuff whenever she wants, and they control stuff over there too when you can get on and off. And with all the rebellion against the government and all this other stuff, a lot of it's fake, a lot of it's produced, but the killing was real. There's still some going on. She said there was a stadium where they got like 6,000 people that they said were against the government, and they put them inside the stadium. It's like a prison. You're kidding me, right? Folks, do you understand the insanity on this planet? Do you understand the insanity in creation? No. But the more you wake up, the more you will. That's the truth. That's reality. That almost no one can see. But a lot of you that are spiritually awake, coming alive, you know there's problems. You are here in a body, and your job was to help people wake up with the concept of praise Mother, Father, God. Yeah, they're dead. They're gone. So it's this religious crap. That'll all fall away. What it is now is family. 2012 turned into 2016. 2012 was when people started becoming awake. Now it's 2016. When I say people, I'm not talking about the actual individual, like no one's been awake or whatever. I'm talking about where the movement occurs, where people start waking up more en masse. This insanity can and will be cured. Creation will change. Anyway. So, I know I'm stuck here for August. So if you want a consultation with free energy, I'm not doing regular consultations anymore. It's not a money thing. It's not a big difference in price whatsoever. And there was only one of them I was offering. Folks, I don't have the time to waste on that. If I'm going to talk with you, and besides, when I talk with you anyway, you're getting energy. You're being fed. Okay? I'm already coming to a lot of you that I know are coming my way anyway. I'll be in your head, you'll feel me. A lot of you actually see me. So Jay, I saw something, I swear it was you. Sometimes it's like a strong gold African lion, dragon as myself. This one lady was having a nightmare. This is years and years ago, and I didn't have but a couple sets of overalls, and I had my old work uniform. They fit for a lot of years later, and I started talking with her. She goes, "I've seen you before," and I said, "Past lives, this and this." No, she goes, "I got that. I'm talking about the other night. I had a dream." And she stopped, and I looked at her. I said, "Honey, that was no dream. That was a nightmare." She said, "Oh yeah, serious nightmare. It was horrible. It's like I just walked into this room, or I was all of a sudden in a room, and everything was falling apart, attacking me, thunder, stuff coming at me to attack me. And then all of a sudden, you walk in. It was you. I saw you. You walked in. And you looked at me and you said, "Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here." And you didn't even care. It was like nothing to you, and I was freaking out. So then you pulled me out of the room, And then you looked at me, smiled, and you just took off. You didn't wait for nothing. You just, boom, you gone, and everything was fine. And I woke up shortly thereafter. And I said, yeah. I said, it was just to, calm you down, get you out of that nightmare. And she goes, yeah, but you were wearing overalls. And then I showed her a couple of pictures. And she was like, yeah, that's them. Folks, we're a family, man. We're family, okay? It's time for all this old bad crap to go away. It's going to happen, like it or not. It'll happen. It'll just come to pass. Because it's going to be made to. Because the way it is wrong. Because the strongest things out there know it. They're called Lily and Arae. They had the first 100 million lives they remember. My newly found, recognized part of Lily, Deborah, she's had 2.3 trillion lives before the first souls were released from the original, first being male and female. Anyway, consultations are open through, I don't know, middle of August maybe. I went through a little bit past the middle of August, and I told Deanna what date she'd have. Folks, I got stuff I got to do to get out of here, and that comes first. But at least we have new openings for consultations. I got more product I still have to get out too. And a lot of you have sent me gifts. Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome. I can't do enough for you, but I need to do more, and I can't do what I need to do for you until this body's gone. Folks, it's leaving. It's like walking up to your house, taking off a disposable raincoat and letting it go, and then walking in the house. That's the thing that you call death. It's not. It's rebirth. Simple fact. Simple fact. And even that's going to be a whole lot easier to do, okay? Because it should be. Well, folks, I love you. I hope your day's a good one. I know life is frustrating. It's getting better. Please remember that your mind, like a parachute, does not function properly unless it's open. And try not to be afraid to open your hearts and let them flow. Okay? I love you, folks. Have a good one.